Hey guys, Kaiju Guy here, and today I'll be doing my 9th episode of Kaiju Talk. Now right then, you guys would be wondering what in the world is Kaiju Talk? Now, Kaiju Talk is basically me talking about different kaiju in the Godzilla franchise. For example, Anguirus, Baragons, kaiju like that. And I'm going to do it in the order the films go. What I mean by that is for example, Anguirus, which appeared in Godzilla Rage Again, and then Mothra, who appeared in Godzilla vs. Mothra in the Showa era, and then King Ghidorah, who appeared in Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. So I'm gonna go like that. Now, what I'm really gonna talk about with you guys in this Kaiju Talk thing is, let me tell you guys now what I'm gonna talk about. So first, I'm just gonna tell you guys like a brief introduction of the kaiju. What's my opinion on it, if it's like my most favorite, or if it's okay in the middle, or like stuff like that. And then I'm going to tell you guys his data. Now, not his exact data. What I mean by that is if the kaiju is like 69 feet tall, I'm not gonna tell you guys if he's 69 feet tall. Instead, I'm just gonna tell you guys if he's like massive. Like what I mean by that is like if he's like towering Godzilla, or if he's a little shorter than Godzilla, or half the size of Godzilla. Then I'm going to tell you guys like how he looked in the Godzilla 2014 franchise, which I think it's the most interesting thing of the kaiju data. Now in the part where I'm going to talk about how he looked in the Godzilla 2014 franchise, basically I'm going to tell you guys my opinion on the kaiju's origin, his size, how he looked like, and like the stuff like that, like how he'd be in the Godzilla 2014 franchise. Similar to what I did to Mechagodzilla very recently and King Ghidorah like a little while back. So basically, I'm gonna post this picture up, and I'm gonna tell you guys the differences from that picture. It's gonna be how he looked in their point of view, and I'm gonna tell you guys the differences of that picture and how he looked in my opinion. So the 9th episode of Kaiju Talk will be on Gabra. So as always, I'm gonna tell you guys my opinion on Gabra and a brief introduction of him. So Gabra is basically this ogre-like creature that appeared in the film Godzilla's Revenge. So what Gabra basically did is that he beat up Godzilla's son, which is Minola. And then Godzilla came and he beat up Gabra. So my opinion on Gabra is that, well, he's not one of my favorite monsters. He's basically just giant ogre, which I hate. And his only power is that he can electrocute his enemies. So let's move on to Gabra's superpowers. And the only superpower Gabra has is that he can electrocute his enemies. In my opinion, I think Gabra should have a little bit more superpowers. Mainly because Gabra having more superpowers may make up for him looking awful. So next, let's talk about how massive Gabra is. So Gabra, in the Showa series, which is the only series he appeared in, I think he is about as tall as Godzilla. So that means he would be about like 50 to 60 meters tall, which is an average size for a Showa monster. In my opinion, I think Gabra has a perfect size. If Gabra is too small, I think he would look too short and fat, and Godzilla would beat him up easily. If Gabra's too tall, I think he would look too slim and tall and skinny, and I don't think he would have a good appearance. And again, he already looks awful, so yeah. And last but not least, let's talk about how Gabra would look in the Godzilla 2014 trilogy. So I couldn't really find an image that represents how Gabra might look in the Godzilla 2014 trilogy. So that's why I used the same image I used for to describe Gabra's superpowers. Now the only difference, in my opinion, that the normal Gabra should have from the Gabra, I think, might appear in the Godzilla 2014 trilogy is that number one, he should have no electrocuting powers because, well, it's not realistic for him. If the legendary Godzilla series needs to take realistic path, I don't really think Gabra should have the electrocuting powers. And number two, Gabra should look better. So maybe I think legendary should change the skin texture, how the ears, how like the face looks, because that's like the most ugly part of the body, and the color of the body, because that also makes Gabra ugly. Now for origin, I would say it should be a mutated monkey. I know that sounds weird, but that's like the only realistic animal I could think of that kind of looks like Gabra. And yeah, I think that is about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys later.